welcome back. My name is Shari. I've been practicing yoga for 20 years and teaching for almost 10. And in that time, I figured out how to stretch my entire body in 5 minutes flat. So this is really convenient when you don't have a ton of time to practice, when you just need a full body stretch, if you've been sitting for a long time, if you've been driving for a long time, or right when you wake up in the morning. So let me show you the very simple routine that I follow all the time to make sure that I feel great throughout my entire day. Let's get started. You don't even need a yoga mat for this routine, so you could do it literally anywhere that you are. Just make sure that you have nothing in front of you when you're folding forward, okay? All right, starting with your feet hips width apart. On your first inhale, just take those arms up and overhead, grab a wrist, and pull it across your body for a deep side bend. Press your hips out to the side and feel the length from the foot all the way to the fingertips. On an inhale, make your way to center. Switching, grabbing the other wrist, other side. Inhale, come back to center. On an exhale, you want to fold from your hip creases, bring your fingertips to the floor, bend your knees as much as you need to here. On an inhale, straighten your legs, fingertips to your shins, looking forward, hamstring stretch. Exhale, go ahead and fold, let your head get heavy, upper back release. Inhaling, two straight legs, looking forward. Exhaling, releasing. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Hands on your hips. You want to step your right foot all the way back. Feet are still hips width apart here, so we're on railroad tracks, not a tightrope. Bend your back knee deeply towards the ground until you find a hip flexor stretch here. This is especially great if you've been sitting for a long time. You can also reach through that back heel and sink the heel down towards the ground if that feels good. Go ahead, release. Start to turn yourself to center. Two straight legs, toes in, heels out. Inhaling, lift your heart. Exhale, fold from those hip creases again. And release those fingertips to the ground. Bend deeply into your left knee, finding an inner groin stretch on the right side. Go ahead and switch, walk those fingertips over to the other foot as you bend deeply into your right knee, inner groin stretch on the left side. And then let's keep walking our hands over towards that back foot. Put a big bend in that back knee, hands to the waist as you inhale. Slowly lift your heart. And then sinking that back knee down, let's find that hip flexor stretch on the other side. Again, if it feels good, you can straighten through that back leg and reach through that back heel. Soft bend in your front knee. Beautiful. Go ahead, step those feet together and then bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and start to snuggle your shoulder blades together as you pull your hands down and lift your heart looking up. Couple breaths here, stretching the chest and the fronts of the shoulders. Exhale, release. Bring those hands out in front of you and then crisscross at the elbows. Turn your palms to face one another. Interlace your fingers. Pull your hands away from you as you bend into your knees, round your upper back and look down. Big upper back stretch here. Inhale, come on up. Release. Let's roll those shoulders. You can do one at a time or two at a time. Let's go the other way. And back again. Awesome. Extend one arm straight out in front of you. Make that stop sign with your hand. Go ahead, grab your fingertips, and then just pull those fingertips back towards you for a wrist stretch. Exhale, releasing fingertips to the ground. Bring your thumb underneath your wrist crease and then pull the top of the hand back. Awesome. Exhale, switch other side. Make that stop sign with the other hand. Pull those fingertips back towards you. And exhaling, bringing the thumb to the wrist crease, pulling that hand down. Exhale, release. Go ahead, shake it out. Awesome. Rolling the wrist a couple times, both directions. And then let's stretch our face. Yep, on an inhale, I want you to squeeze your eyes, nose, and mouth into a tiny little lemon face. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, open your eyes wide, stick your tongue out. Lion's breath, awesome. Bringing your feet to hips width apart, super handy if you have a wall or a desk or a couch nearby. Go ahead and start to bring one ankle up above the opposite knee. I want you to flex this ankle deeply to keep your kneecap in place, and then start to sit your booty back as if you got a little chair back there, and you can use your elbow to press down on that inner thigh. Coming into an outer hip stretch here, glute stretch. Inhale, come on up, shake it out. And then let's make our way to the other side. Crisscrossing that ankle above the knee, flex that ankle deeply, and then sit your hips back, 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 back. Maybe pressing down on that inner thigh with the elbow. Super helpful to keep your gaze far out in front of you, about 5 feet on the ground. It's called a drishti. And will just help your balance. Awesome, go ahead, release, shake it out. And then one last thing, hands to the waist, feet hips width apart or wider, and then just stick the booty out. As you circle the hips, press the hips forward, and then other way. And that's it. Take a nice long inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. I hope you feel wonderful, and I'll see you in the next one. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.